had to put about 3 hours into creating this video for you to have a deep understanding of how to create proper lighting and camera setting for your video. So you must understand that creating this video for you is one of the best things that I have done. Though it is stressful, but I had to explain myself so you can stop creating boring videos, blurry videos, and have proper lighting that is going to give your video a facelift. So I'm going to be starting from my camera. If you're using an Android phone like I do, the first thing is to tap on your camera, and then you're going to be tapping on this first icon that you can see. All right, when you tap on it, you're going to see this setting. Ensure that if you're doing a video, this HDR, if you have it on your Android phone, please ensure that you set it on, especially for video content or even pictures. Ensure that it's on. And video quality for this, you're going to be leaving it at 1080 over 30. Why? Because when you put it on 2K, it automatically the HDR will be off. This is what 2K slash 30 FPS looks like. All right, so this is what it looks like. Now so now I'm going to change it to HDR, and automatically it will change it to 1080p. All right, so let's go back and see what it looks like. You see that this is a little bit sharper, though the other one is showing 2K, but when you use HDR, it automatically enhances your video. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And let's head over to our setting. Ensure that it's on AI autofocus and all. Fingerprints, don't touch any of that. But if you don't have HDR, please ensure that your video quality is set to the highest. Tap on it and ensure that it's on the highest. If it's 2K, fine. If it's 4K, please ensure that it's on the highest. That way you get more video quality when you take or you actually video yourself. So when you're editing your videos in CapCut, it's much more easier and clearer. The same thing if it's set on the highest mode. Even if you're not inside, you're outside, you get good video quality. Once you're done, the next thing you're going to be doing is how to lock exposure. Tap on your screen, you will see this green icon over here. So to lock it, you have to press it for about, let's say, 2 or 3 seconds, and as you can see, it shows you this AF/AE lock. All right, it means that your screen is locked, your exposure is locked. Why should you lock your exposure? Especially when you're outside or even when you're creating content. You see that if you want to mask anything when you're using the masking tool, you need to have a locked exposure. Why? Because sometimes light may appear on this side, and then the next minute as you're talking, the light goes up to this place. So when you lock the exposure, automatically as you're moving, it keeps the same exposure, the same lighting contrast all through your video. You can also choose to increase the exposure just like this, and you can see the more I increase it, the brighter it becomes. Okay, you can tone down the exposure, and as you can see, it's giving me that feel. So this is how we create this video. You can see that my ambience, it's more clearer because I have tuned down the exposure, and now I'm having a very clear feel of my video. So this is what tuning down exposure and locking your exposure. Anywhere I move all through my video, I'm still going to have the same, the same color all through. So it is very important that when you're shooting your video, ensure that the exposure is locked. So you can see I'm moving and then I have the same color. So now I'm just going to be showing you my lighting system. See, this is my area, and then you can see this beautiful LED light. All right, so I got it from the store, and that's an electric store. So you can get it, they sell it per yard. I think per yard for this one particular light, you can get it for about 800 naira to 1,000 naira, depending on where you are getting it from. This particular one gives me red color. I also bought another bulb. Okay, I bought another bulb for this that can give me green color, purple color, depending on your brand color. And I also asked the electrician to construct this for me. I think in total he maybe about 2 to 3,000. So I'm going to plug it in for you to see another color. So here is it. It's giving me this particular color over here, and it's going to be so beautiful. It has added another color to my background, so when I'm making videos and all, you can see that it is very, very, very beautiful. I have a beautiful background. Now let me show you, if I decide not to use this background, let me show you what it will look like. So you can see everywhere is dark apart from my ring lights. Okay, then this is it. This is what it looks like, a dark background, to enable you get really cool videos. Ensure that the lights are turned off and all. So now I'm going to turn on the lights. Here I've turned on the lights in my house, and it's not really sharp yet, though the lights are on, but then it's still not very clear, except I go to CapCut and then I begin to add 1 or 2 video editing touches, which I'm going to be showing you how to do that to really enhance your video. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you the materials that I use personally. This is a ring light stand. All right, it has a tripod on it, and then here is just a tripod stand with a phone holder. This is how I shoot my video. And here's also a ring light. I got it from a walk-in store here in Abuja. I think I got it about 4,500 naira. It uses USB. Okay, and here is my power bank. Here is my power bank. I can just plug it with the power bank just like this. So I'm just going to plug it with the power bank. So I plugged it with the power bank, and here you have the lighting and all. This particular one is also a LED light. Okay, it's rechargeable and you can use it. Once it's charged, the power comes up, you can put it in one corner and then use it to lighten your videos. This is also a light. It's a gift from my mom. And when you turn it on, it also gives you lights. This one uses battery, so that's it. In video creation, that's what we call the 3-point lighting system, where you have your main light source and your fill light, and also where you position your camera so you can have something like this. Here is what I mean. Here is what the 3-point lighting system means. So here you go. This is acting as your main light, and it's a tripod stand. Okay, it's very wrong for you to use the tripod stand to face you directly, so you have to put it at an angle 45-degree away from you. So let's assume that I am seated here. This is my object or whatever I'm videoing. Maybe it's an object, a human being, whatever it is. The person is this way, and then here is my phone. Okay, this phone is going to concentrate just like this, videoing me and all. Okay, so basically that's what it does. All right, it's going to be in the middle, capturing the object, either a human being or a product. And then you have your fill lights. Your fill lights necessarily does not have to be that bright, or better still, you can use this one and tone it down a little bit. So here is the remote. You can choose to reduce it just like this, and you have your object. Now you can also choose to use this bulb to lighten your background a little bit by placing it somewhere here like this, and then you have your colored lights just to give you that feel. When you're shooting your video and you want to use natural lights, please do not back your window. Here is like my window, all right, because the light is coming from this way. It's the same setting. You can see, imagine light is entering the room from this point. This is what your video would look like. So you have to use your phone camera, and then your phone camera will be facing you. You face your window, all right, face the lighting points, face where the light is coming from. That's where you're going to have a very clean video. Now here is what happens when you put your ring light in front of you. Okay, you will see that the whole lighting and all is just on your face, like it's just too light. All right, it's just on your face like this. But when you have something like this, you see, it's not giving you that shouty vibe because it is the angle 45-degree away from you. Now this part is dark. How to fill this up is actually to turn on your fill light to lighten up this part. That way you have a very clean video. For me, I don't really like bright lights, so I'm just going to tone it down a little bit, just like this. And now I'm already good to go. I still have a very clean background, but the lower you turn it down, the better it is. So you see, you can see this aspect of my face is bright, and here is dark. It's giving me that shadow effect and all. So the fill light is facing this way, and you can see that the shadow is now, this part of my face is lighted because I now have something that is actually giving me that clean video. All right, the lower you turn it down, the better you get. All right, so here is it. I have a very clean video that it's not shouty, it's not doing anything. It's just clear. All right, it's just clear. And to do this, ensure that all the lights in your room are off. This is what it looks like when your ring lights are on and the lights in your room are still on. So ensure that you turn it off so that it gives you that feel. So I'm going to turn it off right now. Before you start your lighting, ensure that all the lights in your room are off. Okay, there's still one light which I'm going to turn off. This is where you begin to set up your lights. First, you turn on your main light. Okay, this is my main light, and then I'm going to turn on my fill light. This is my fill light, lighting up the dark part on this angle of my face. So imagine they are not facing me directly, but they are like this, 45 degrees facing me, but not directly facing me. They are not directly facing me. So, and this is what my video looks like without the ambience light. Okay, it's still very clean, but I want that feel. I want it to be welcoming and all. So I'm going to introduce my ambience light, add a little color to my video. So here is it. It's beautiful, and you can start recording. It gives you that color, and you have a very good video. So all you have to do now is to edit your video, and you have a perfect video. The same applies when you're doing your vlog, when you are actually creating video content for your product, be it food, any type of product. This proper lighting setup gives you the best. The same thing I'm going to be showing you for a product. This is me trying to video this product, and look at how beautiful it is just because of the proper lighting and all. So here is the basic thing that you can do when videoing a product. All right, I hope you love this content. See you next time. Bye. I remain Coach Victoria.